Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back, and today I have an interesting video for you. Today I want to show a very simple way of making a lanyard for your small keychain lights. I have a little piece of type 1 paracord, and this is about 2 feet in length. Okay, so I'm going to basically fold this guy in half, just like that, so it's about a foot once it's folded in half. I'm going to take it through the ring here, get all the way to the end, and then what I'll do is I'll lay one side over just like this. Now the rule of thumb that I try to use for this is about 1 inch of length of lanyard per 1 foot of cordage. So I'm going to go about 2 inches here in this length. That's how long my lanyard is going to be. So you can see that I've rolled this over right on top of everything, and I'm going to roll this underneath everything. And I'm going to get these 2 little ears. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm using orange for visibility. So now I've got these working ends. I'm going to thread this working end through this hole from the top down, and then this other working end is going to thread from the bottom up. Okay, so from here I just start to pull on both sides until it makes this first little knot. Okay, and it's not going to be super tight yet, but I do want to snug these guys up a little bit. So now you can see that one side of the lanyard that we're going to make has a vertical piece of string here. That's the side that we're going to start with by making our little loop over there. You can see that this came over the top, and then the other side is going to go over underneath everything, and it's going to come through this hole from the back side. Okay, that's going to be our stitch. Now from here we pull everything tight, nice and tight, and then you also want to pull these guys down to make sure that everything's nice and tight. Now you can see at this point that the vertical piece has changed sides, so it's over here. So that means we're going to do that side now. So we're going to put that on top. Again, come over, go under everything, and then run that through the hole from the bottom up. Just like that. And then you pull tight. This is the cobra stitch. Now depending on how tight you want your lanyard to be, that's how tight you pull these guys. And I'm constantly pushing up. Again, you can see that we've changed sides again. So we're just going to keep going over and over and over, just repeating this process. Once you get this cobra stitch figured out, it's not hard to do. We just keep changing sides. And it's a very repeatable kind of process. It's a very simple lanyard to make, and they look pretty cool on your lights. You could do this with paracord on a big flashlight, or you could use it on your keys or anything. You know, this technique is the same. Nothing really changes. So pull that guy through. Pull this baby nice and tight. It's a cobra stitch. I like this orange accent to this little light. I think it looks pretty cool. So just go here, just go over, under the back, through the hole, just like that. Hopefully my fingers aren't getting in the way of the video. Hopefully you guys are being able to see everything that I'm trying to show here. It's a very simple lanyard, and they look cool. You could use this for making a keychain or And you see that I just started this way. You can also start with the lark's foot if you want this thing to be removable. So that's very, very simple right there. That's what I did on that one. So it just depends on if you want it removable or not. And of course, this one has a split key ring on it, so even if I do this method that I'm showing you in this video today, you can still split that key ring and get that off if you wanted to. See that? So we're almost done. We're doing pretty good making this little orange little flashlight lanyard. I just like these because I like adding orange to this. This is my little UV light. This thing works good for if you're trying to find scorpions or something like that, or if you're trying to, maybe you wound an animal in a hunt, you're trying to find blood to trace your animal. That's what these little UV lights are good for. So I thought the orange lanyard would be applicable for this light, because if I drop it or lose it, this color is not a natural color that you're going to see in your woodland environment. So it's a good color to use as a lanyard for a outdoorsy kind of a light. Don't want to lose this thing. So now you can see that we're getting down to the wire, right? We're getting down to the end. So I think I'll put like one more little stitch on, and then we'll terminate this end. So there's our final stitch. Now the final stitch, I like making it nice and tight. From here, I'm going to take a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut this guy, and I'm leaving a little bit of meat on it. Leaving just a little bit behind. I'll explain why here in just a second. So you can see that I've cut those ends off and I left a little bit of material behind. I need some material to melt. So when I terminate these ends, it gives me a little bit of material, and then I just use the metal side of the thing here and then my thumb. Kind of melt that stuff around. Wet your thumb and then put it over that. So just like that, same thing. Take a little flame there, get it nice and melted, and then of course, like I mentioned a second ago, use the metal part of the lighter and get that baby terminated, and that's what your lanyard looks like. Very simple process, very clean looking. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video of how to make a very simple Cobra Stitch lanyard on your flashlight or your keychain, whatever you choose to use it for. Hope you got some good, useful information. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and as always folks, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.